Hello, YouTube. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I was going to demonstrate a technique that I had to learn over the past couple of years, past few years actually, where you learn how to do the 1-4-5 in any key on the banjo. This was very important to me. I was in a blues band for 5 years and we toured around and we did a lot of jamming with other blues players. We hosted jams, and the thing is about these blues jams, especially in the Kansas City area, you have to know the 1-4-5. The 1-4-5. On guitar, you have a lot more resources than you do the banjo in terms of obscure musical styles, because guitar, you can look up anything from flamenco to rock to blues to country. All of those licks are well documented with many different styles, many different ways of bringing it to the instrument. For the banjo, it's a lot more limited. They're very rare. You find these animals who are playing rock music and blues music on banjo. But the 1-4-5 is a great place to start. It can enable you to actually go to these different jams with a banjo and actually fit in with these blues players. I'll start off with something simple with G. If somebody says 1-4-5 in G, remember this, when you're playing bluegrass, you're already playing 1-4-5, because the 1 is the G, the 4 is the C, and the 5 is the D. And if you get to the point, and I recommend doing this, just learn your voicings. Learn to where you can play a D, a D, a D, a D, a D, right? And a G, a G, a G, a G. Really get those down, and a C, a C, a C, a C. And because what that'll do, it will give you all these different options when you're actually going through these 1-4-5 progression. So it's just those two strings, the 4 and the 3, and it's just, I just wanted to demonstrate that just so you can really see. So right hand, what all I'm doing is, because you got that open chord, so you can just kind of do this. And you can do the same thing on the 4 or the C. So we got the 1, the 4. So you do the 5. Where do you go from here? So 5. It's the exact same pattern except you're barring. So there's a very simplified G 1-4-5. So also in these jams, you're going to have something called the turnaround, okay? And what that is when you do that, the 5, and go back to the 1, there's got to be some way to separate that, because you're just gonna go right back into it. So they need that first starting point. So what we do is when we go up to that 5, we do something called the turnaround. It's just, so what that is just walking down chromatically and then playing that 5 again. So to do that a little faster. now that we kind of got those patterns down, it's actually just one pattern. But you can already hear the blues lick in there. It's already there. So it's already there. Now I'm going to change it up a little bit, now that we've pretty much got that structure, and do this. It's simpler, it's quicker, but it can give you a little bit more of a... See how it kind of gives you that bounce, you know? It's just... It's that open G and open D. That's essentially all you're doing. Same thing. So you go to the 4. Right? And then you can go to the 5th. And that's all the same pattern. So you hit that turnaround. What I've done before is actually 3 turnarounds, where I go from the 5, the 4, then back to the 1. Then back to that 5, and then back into it. So, the basic 1, 4, 5 and G, and you can just solo the crap out of that. Really fun stuff. Really fun stuff. All right, so you got your standard blues lick in G. So there's all these different variations that you can do to that pattern, but you just stick with it. A little secret that I figured out also is if you play the 7th right before you switch, see, it gives it that little kind of a tension and release type deal. So now that we've played around in G, let's try some of the other chords. So let's try C. So let's just keep going up. So we got C here, and 1, 4, 5 in C is. So we got C, we got F, we got G. It's the same thing, same pattern. Right? Exact same thing. So now you can do the same pattern, but in C. F. And then G. See that 5th? So the 5th of C is G. So you can just go there, you go here, you can go here. Again, learn those voicings. So you can be like... Oh, sorry. So good. See what I mean? You can just jump all around like that. It's so fun. Especially when you get really fluid. When you get really fluid with it, you can really do a lot by just playing the same chord. But there's your 1, 4, 5. in C. So let's do something a little funky. Since we're in G like those, I mean, we're just kind of staying in G essentially. Let's do an A. The fourth is D. Back to the 1, which is A. Then the 5th, which is E. It's just once you learn those bar chords, like where you're at, so learn those really well. So you got A, B flat, A sharp, you got B, then C, C sharp, D flat, D, D sharp, E flat. So just memorize where those are. So somebody comes up and says, "Hey, let's do a 1-4-5 in B flat." Okay. See what I mean? It's a language. The 1-4-5 is a language. Once you learn it, you can pretty much go to any blues jam and you'll be fine. The only thing is when they start looking at you for solos. That's when it gets a little more odd, because a lot of blues players, they pretty much stick with the minor pentatonic. And the pattern that I found, the shape, I'm a shape guy, not really a numbers guy, is... So let's pretend we're in D. So that root note is D. Seventh fret, 3rd string is D. Right? 3rd string, 5th fret is C. So there's your root, and you just go. So there's your box right there. And you can kind of walk down below that root note. See, I'm virtually playing the same 3 notes. 4 notes, I guess. Five notes. But again, it's just in that box. But really, you can honestly get away with just playing 3 notes. And there's all those bends you can do. This is a D, by the way. Then it's just in that box. Right, so here's a demonstration, simplified demonstration of a 1-4-5, let's say in D, one of my favorites. This song is called Shake Your Moneymaker, and it's just those patterns that we learned before. If you feel like playing along, you can. So let's do the D. Let's start with the D, okay? You ready? Shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker. I knew a gal who lives up on the hill. I knew a gal who lives up on the hill. Sometimes she won't, and I doubt she ever will. You got to shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker. And I love you, baby, and I'll tell you the reason why. And I love you, baby. When you leave, I want to lay down and die. 'Cause you got to shake your money maker. 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 Shake your money maker, shake your money maker, shake your money maker. You got to shake your money maker, shake your money maker. Simple, easy,
So easy.
it's easy, too easy. Well, thanks for that. I hope you all enjoyed that. Leave a like if you did. Leave a dislike if you didn't. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.